Welcome to the MOBA Champion Shaper Spotlight, featuring Varion, the Mercenary. Utilizing the spirit of adaptability, Varion blinks in and out of combat, providing brilliant vision and raining chaos across the battlefield. Varion is a ranged, physical carry, and benefits from the passive Pure Shaper, allowing him to cast his abilities freely whenever they're off cooldown. Varion's first ability, Celerity Shell, will tear through any enemy it comes in contact with, doing less damage for every target it passes through. Varion's passive Pure Shaper allows him to use Celerity Shell to farm creeps when pushed back, harass enemies in lane safely, and if playing Tactician, picking up that bonus Vim that comes with it. Progress Gate is Varion's second ability that gives him great mobility and allows for him to quickly adapt to any situation. After tossing his Progress Gate on the battlefield, you can activate the ability again to instantly teleport to its location. This ability is invaluable for positioning, chasing after enemies with low health, or helping yourself get out of harm's way. Insight Shell, Varion's third ability, adds both a passive and an active to his kit. Passively, whenever Varion uses an ability, he gains stacks of residual power, which greatly increases haste and causes basic attacks to do more damage at the cost of consuming a stack. Keeping these stacks up will help you maximize your damage, but you'll also have to work at making sure that all your abilities aren't on cooldown. Upon activating Insight Shell, Varion lobs a flare to a target location, revealing any enemies in it for 5 seconds. This is great when teamfighting in the jungle to keep your vision up on the enemy team, as well as to safely check bushes, corners, and the parasite. Firing off an experimental shot, Varion's fourth ability, Chaos Shell, will detonate on the first enemy it hits, causing physical damage over time to them, as well as to any enemies standing nearby. This ability has great range, allowing you to execute low health enemies running away with ease, or great for getting out damage in a clustered teamfight. Varion is one of the few Shapers viable in all of the roles. I've seen him jungle with Hunter, focus on lane harass with Tactician, and even go out of his way for ganks as a Predator. Generally though, I'll play Varion as a Gladiator and work on building a nice stack of creeps and using Celerity Shell to help keep my Vim chain up. For my loadout, I go Power or Resonance, with Power focusing more on early game and ease with last hitting, or going Resonance for more great mid game to late game damage. For spells at level 1, I generally take Bastion as a way to stand my ground and lane offensively, and as a way to mitigate damage in early teamfights without having to use Progress Gate. At level 10 and 20, I'll pick up Blink, Stasis, or Exceed, depending on the team's needs. By grabbing Blink, I can bait enemies over the wall and juke back with Progress Gate or cover ground quickly while running away or trying to grab a kill. With Stasis, I can negate a lot of mid-game AoE bursts to turn around and win a team fight. As well, Exceed is a great pickup for additional power to give you a significant burst of damage that works well when your team is peeling for you. For items, I recommend starting with either Hunger and Health Pots or Power and Health Pots. If you start with Hunger, you should rush Ferocity, and if you started Power, rush for Destruction. I enjoy rushing these two items first to give me great mid-game power as I work on my next item. As enemies in the game begin stacking armor, Rage is great to keep your damage up on enemy Shapers. The rest of what you build is up to you, but I can recommend Pain, Hostility, Chaos, Insight, or Ruin as all outstanding choices. As a teamfight's breaking out, Varion decides to flare over the wall and come around to get into a better position. The team not knowing he's there, Varion slips out and shoots off a Chaos Shell as they're clumped together. This does a lot of damage, and with the Celerity Shell, helps pick up a kill on Desecrator. Coming in on Amaranth now, he gets an easy kill with 3 auto attacks and decides to shoot a Celerity Shell for a triple kill on Varion. Chasing after Nisa with Progress Gates, he gets a couple shots in, and right before he gets the kill, she decides to Stasis. Finishing her up with 1 attack, Varion secures the Tetra kill. Spotting Desecrator, Varion opens up with Celerity Shell and Progress Gates out of his snare. Moving back from Moya but keeping up the attack on Desecrator, Varion picks up the kill and uses his Blink to get in the middle of things. Getting off a last attack as Moya blinks away, Varion turns his attention to Fenmore, looking for a triple. Securing the triple, Varion instantly turns around for yet another Tetra kill. Thanks for tuning in to the Shaper Spotlight on Varion the Mercenary, presented by MOBAChampion.com.